So we want to welcome the team from TreVita onto the show. Thanks, guys, for being on.
Thanks for having us.
Of course. And tell everybody your names and your part about TreVita.
Yeah.
So we are TreVita Medical Tourism. We specialize in bariatric surgery in Tijuana, Mexico. We are a California-based company located right here in San Diego. My name is Dan Ketting.
My name is Mirza Romo.
And we also have Dr. Sandy. Is she on with us too?
Yes, hello.
Yes. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedules to talk with us and tell us more about TreVita. When we first learned about you guys, when you reached out, we were like, how do we not know about this?
Yes.
This company, this amazing company. So please tell us, why did you create TreVita?
Yeah, how did
what
it all
was
come
the
about?
passion behind it?
It started because I had a personal experience of a friend that was struggling with obesity, and some of the problems that he had in accessing affordable weight loss surgery in the United States it was kind of complicated. So we found out that his insurance would not cover this, and the cost he was running into, I think, was like $23,000. He couldn't really afford it. And so we, one of the things that helped the idea of TreVita is to bridge the gap between quality procedures as well as affordability.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow, I love to hear
because
that.
this one, if you guys don't know, had problems with her health insurance.
I
They
did.
almost weren't going to cover it.
Yes, they were not going to cover it with my surgeon. I fought it and they ended up covering it, but I then had to change insurance, and now my insurance doesn't cover bariatrics at all.
Yeah.
So I have to pay out of pocket for all my visits, all of my labs, everything, because they do not cover it. And I think it is such a shame
Yes.
that they're not covering these things that are life-saving procedures. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So how long has TreVita been around?
So I believe we started in 2019, but COVID hit, so we kind of took a step back, but we really got going shortly thereafter COVID when they opened up the border again. And so we've been going strong ever since.
Wow, I love that.
Can you tell us, so if I applied to be part of TreVita and get a surgery, what would that look like? What would the process be?
Absolutely. I can give you a little bit more of insight about it and the whole process. Since the first time you reach out to us, you're going to have a free consultation with one of our client consultants. Actually, some of the staff that we have here have already gone through the surgery. So they're going to be able to walk you through the entire process seamlessly. They understand what you're going through. They understand that you might have some questions, or maybe some questions for the doctors as well. So we're going to be able to help you out with that as well. At the beginning, we really want to get to know you a little bit better, know what your needs are, what your concerns are. That way we can walk you through every single step of the way. We are literally going to hold your hand every step of the way, so you don't have to worry about that. We are very, very focused on having a stress-free journey for all of our clientele.
I love that, because going through this journey, even with insurance and at home, it's still so anxiety ridden.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and I know I did not have someone that could help me through every step. So
no,
I'm really excited so far.
Yes. Okay. So after that initial call, what are the steps? What do you need to do?
Of course.
You are going to need to fill in a health questionnaire. We want to make sure that you actually qualify for the surgery. So our surgeons that are American board certified are going to go ahead and review that health questionnaire, determine your eligibility. At that point, if you become eligible, we're going to go ahead and give you a call. We're going to go ahead and follow through the pre-op diet, walk you through every step of the way. Any additional notes that the doctor might have, we're going to definitely let you know. And then you're going to get assigned a personal concierge, which is amazing. Yes. It's amazing. Everything is super personalized because we know how important this journey, it's a life-changing journey. So we know how important it is. They're gonna be there 24/7. You're gonna have access to them. In case you have any questions, you can definitely text them. Sometimes there's questions with the pre-op diet, but everything is gonna be taken care of for you. You just are gonna be responsible to arrive to San Diego, and the minute that you arrive to San Diego, we're gonna take over.
Yeah. Wow. I love that because especially going out of the country is it's nerve-wracking, and you're going out for surgery and
Surgery already is
or
nerve-wracking.
I mean, even just me going on vacation and I was going to Mexico, I was like, I don't know what to do. I've never been across the border before. So there's a lot of different steps that you don't know what to do. So having somebody that's like, I got you, I will take care of it. It's
Exactly.
such a relief.
Exactly. We're going to plan everything for you. Transportation back and forth is included for you, and a companion as well. So companion gets to come free. So that's super amazing because a lot of our clients want to bring even a friend just for support, or maybe a family member. So they're already included in our all-inclusive packages. No worries at all. We got you.
Oh, I love that so much. I like what I'm hearing so far.
I do too.
I really do. And I wish that I hadn't already had surgery so I could experience it in person.
I know.
But I mean, okay.
All
right.
I would love to get my surgery and a vacation.
Right?
Yes. Yes.
So what does the pre-op diet look like?
Dr. Sandy, I think, is going to take over on that because he is the medical expert on this. So I'm going to hand it over to her.
Okay.
Yeah. And wouldn't you mind, Dr. Sandy, kind of giving us your background? I know that you duodenal switch is your thing. So let's know all the deets.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, hi, I'm Dr. Sandy. Nice to be with you. And I am a certified bariatric surgery. This means that I specialize in this type of procedures. And my team is recognized to be working right now with complex procedures with patients that have very high BMI and that need other types of procedures other than gastric sleeve. Because right now, the most common procedure worldwide is the gastric sleeve, but it doesn't mean that it's perfect for everybody. So we have to find what surgery is better for us. So in this case, we offer you a lot of types of procedures, and we will offer the best one for each patient. So regarding the pre-op diet, it would always depend on the BMI of the patient. And the higher the BMI is, the more weeks that we need of pre-op diet. So the less that we would need is 2 days of liquid diet before the procedure. And the top would be 8 weeks of pre-op diet when we have a patient that has more than 60 of BMI. So in these cases, we have to complete each 8 weeks of pre-op diet and then 2 days of the liquid diet before the surgery.
Okay.
A lot of patients think that it's a lot of time, or they get a little bit scared because of the pre-op diet, but we have excellent results in the weight loss previous to surgery. And a lot of patients come very happy saying that they didn't struggle that much with the diet. Why? Because it's a very high protein diet that makes us feel full for a longer time. And this gives us a very good experience before surgery. So basically what we are doing is helping you change your habits before surgery, learning how to eat. So after surgery will be a little bit more easier.
Wow. That's amazing.
Okay.
And did you say the last 2 days on that would be liquid?
Yes, just 2 days. This helps us clean our stomach for the procedure. And it's only 2 days before. We can be with clear liquids, Jello, and practically that's what we'll be eating the last 2 days before surgery.
Okay, so clear protein drinks are a good idea during that stage?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, and I just wanted to point that out, the fact that I only had 1 day.
Yeah.
So I like the fact that you guys are at least doing 2, because 1 day didn't, at least mentally didn't feel like enough. I was actually more confused, is everything out of my stomach? Is everything out of my system? Everybody else I knew at the time did 2 weeks. So I was like, this feels weird, but I'm going to do it.
Yeah. Yeah. I did 2 weeks liquid. And so I feel the pain of all the people because I went through it. And I still remember the struggling of being like, you can do this. Look at the light at the end of the tunnel. You're almost there. You're 2 weeks away. It was a lot of self-talk during that time. And I did not watch any Food Network, which is like my favorite channel on the planet. So it was very hard, but I was like, nope, we cannot do that. And if there was like McDonald's commercial on, I'm like, nope, change channel.
Turn it.
Didn't even, couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. So can you tell us a little bit, since you are a, DSs are your specialty, you know a lot about them. What exactly is a duodenal switch?
And what would qualify you to get a duodenal switch?
Okay, perfect. So to understand it a little bit more easier, what we could say it's that it's a combination of a gastric sleeve and a bypass. So as well, the results that we will have are like the combination of both procedures. It is a very effective procedure, the most effective that there is, but as well, it is a procedure that we leave for higher BMI. So the recommendation would be around 45 to 50 of BMI and higher, as well if they have chronic diseases like diabetes, hypertension, or as well, patients that are very young. Why? Sometimes they think that it's the other way around, that it's for a patient that is older. But no, it goes for patients that are a lot younger, that have a long life ahead of them and that need to maintain the weight loss for a very long period of time.
Okay.
So today we had a patient of 20 years old that already came for revision surgery from sleeve to duodenal switch. So 20 years old. Maybe that patient was for the first procedure to do a more aggressive, a bypass, a duodenal switch, but not a sleeve because it was a very young patient. So it's very important to take the a correct first decision since the beginning that we are looking into bariatric surgery. And while my team is recognized worldwide for performing this surgery, normally the procedure is very rare in the bariatric field, and most of the surgeons perform one duodenal switch maybe a year. It's very, very rare. In this case, we perform from 2 to 5 surgeries per week of duodenal switch. So we are very, very experts in this area. And right now we are participating in a company that is based in the United States, in Boston, where they are looking into an investigation in magnets that will be used for duodenal switch. And worldwide, my team was selected to participate in this investigation. I cannot talk a lot about it because it's confidential, but we are looking into this new generation of, instead of doing a manual anastomosis in the duodenum, we will be using magnets. So this will be life-changing as well, with less risks, of course, after surgery.
Yeah, I've heard of this, like the nano magnets, right?
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
It's a yeah.
You know,
it goes through endoscopy. Yeah.
I read a lot.
That is so cool. So does that help minimize risk for higher BMIs?
Yes, what we want to do is lower the risk of complications after this procedure. Then the risks are practically the same as in gastric sleeve and gastric bypass. So it's very important that we have the correct information, because a lot of patients hear duodenal switch and they are scared because of the risks. But practically it is the same risk to perform a gastric sleeve, gastric bypass, or duodenal switch.
Wow.
Okay.
That's incredible.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Congratulations on being picked. Because,
seriously.
Oh,
Thank you.
That's really cool.
I can't wait to watch that unfold.
I know.
Yes.
Yeah, you guys are going to have to keep us updated on what happens.
Of course.
When you can share.
Yeah.
When you can share.
Yes.
Because I'm very interested in that.
So we covered pre-op. Now what happens when you like go into post-op? Like where, like for the TreVita side, like what does that look like for surgery day?
Okay. So remember I mentioned that you're going to have a assignated concierge, right?
Yes.
They're going to be there for you at the facility. They're going to be that minute that you walk in to greet you and to make sure everything's good to go. You're going to have your pre-op labs. They're going to be there all the way. Your companion is going to be there with you as well, since you're going to be in a private room. So that's amazing. You want to feel comfortable, right? So having your own room at the hospital, it's a must for us. Your companion is going to be able to stay there with you both nights that you're going to be staying at the hospital. Yes, exactly. And then afterwards, the concierge still will be there with you. You're going to have an additional night at the hotel. And afterwards, they're going to guide you with the post-op care as well. We do offer 1 year of post-op care. This includes a video call with your surgeon 1 week after the surgery. They will be checking in on you just to make everything going smoothly. And then you're going to have additional calls with the dietitian. We know sometimes there's questions about the post-op diet. So they're going to be there for you to guide you every step of the way. And then the TreVita team is going to be on top of it. They're going to have video calls with you. We want to know how your journey is doing and how are you feeling. So we're going to have video call consultations 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, and 1 year after your surgery. Because it's super exciting when we actually see the client's transition, right? To every step and every single month, it's different. Something's happening to them emotionally, physically, and we love that part of the journey.
Oh yeah,
my
the
gosh.
transformation's beautiful.
You guys have literally thought of everything that I could want in a surgery.
I know.
Like, seriously, it's so nice to know that they have somebody that they can depend on. And the fact that you guys, because that was one of the biggest things, is that I kept hearing people were going to Mexico, but they weren't getting aftercare.
Yeah.
Like it was, they were having surgery and then they were just home.
Yeah, they're like, hey, go talk to your PCP. Have a nice day. And we're
Yeah.
like, then some of the PCPs don't even know how to handle a bariatric patient. So it's like, no, we need someone that actually cares about us and wants to help us through that honeymoon phase.
Yeah, that first year, because
Yeah.
there's a lot of ups and downs that happen.
There's a lot going on throughout that first year, and I think Dan and I have been talking about this for years, about the aftercare.
Well, and that's true. And another thing, that sets us apart is, safety is our number one concern. So that's why we go and we make sure that they're working in world-class facilities with world-class doctors. Because, it can be, if a person doesn't know who to choose, unfortunately, they might choose a doctor that doesn't necessarily have their safety as the number one goal. So that's one of the things that we make sure, so they don't have to worry about that when they choose TreVita. And, we give 100%. It's all a private first-class experience. So sometimes you go with another company and they put you in there with, you could be there 10, 15 other people. This is what we do. Yeah, they'll bring you down in a bus of just a number of people, and it's less personalized. What we do, we pick you up, private transportation, put you, and you have your own private hospital room. Again, with some of these other companies, you'll be in there with a number of people, as well as when you go to your hospital room, it's private unless you bring your companion, and it's just you two. So that's what sets us. Some of the things that set us apart.
Yeah, because the other people, and we're not going to name names, but it makes you almost feel like you're being herded.
Yeah.
Like cattle. And you're like, I don't like that feeling. I'm not a cow. I know I'm big, but I'm not a cow.
Exactly.
And that is not cool. And I like the fact that you guys are personalizing it, because that goes a long way.
You're on your own. It's like, it's not. That's how it would be if you were
at home.
Like if you were going to some place within your city limits, you would be driving yourself. You would be in a hospital room by yourself. So I love the fact that you guys have thought of that.
Yeah.
That people do want the privacy. And I know me, when I wake up from surgery, like I don't want anybody else in my room.
No.
I want to be able to like sleep and chill. And especially right after this surgery, you want to walk the halls but you want to go back to your private room.
That's right, people. Walk, walk, walk.
Yes, walk, walk, walk.
Then sip, sip, and walk,
Those
walk,
gas
walk.
pains are no joke.
Yeah, they hurt.
You can sign
Real
on to your
bad.
Netflix account too when you're relaxing as well. Yeah.
Oh, you can see, you can even binge watch stuff.
That's even better. I didn't even have that at my hospital.
No, neither did I.
I had to have my tablet, and then it was kind of like clunky.
See, and they're charging us like $30,000 to $40,000. Like, so I kind of wanted to go over what is pricing like for you guys, and then I know you guys have a really cool feature that I think our audience needs to know about.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We do offer financing. We've thought of everything. So despite of the cost being a third of what it normally is in the States, we know sometimes finances can be an issue, and we don't want that to get in the way of just being healthier, right? So we want to provide that other option to all of our clients. Super excited about this because we go through Sundance Medical Financing is the one who's actually helping us get the most of our customers approved. They have a really good approval rate, and they're really working with us to make it possible for all of these people to actually go ahead and have the procedure.
That's fantastic. I love
that option because you're right. It's expensive, and we shouldn't be worried about our health by $1. Like, that's the problem.
Yeah, 100%.
So I really appreciate you guys like finding that.
That includes once they get here, their hotel, their transportation, their post-op care. What am I forgetting?
Transportation, the hotel, the hospital, the 1-year post-op care, all of the surgeon fees, everything is covered. The meals of the client who's actually getting the surgery are already included. So, and of course, the companion, the family member or the friend, right?
Yeah.
And then literally, like, even my whole year of aftercare is paid for. So that's it.
That's
you
really
literally
cool.
pay it, and then you can actually see someone anytime you pretty much want. I know that you guys have like a Facebook group too for support, right?
Yes, a support group, which we actually love because so many of our clients actually met there, and now they're like best friends, and we love to see that they're telling each other their stories and their journey and talking about it. So that's super, super nice to see.
I think we just passed, I was going to say, I think we just passed 900 members. So if, they're coming aboard.
Yes.
And it sounds like everybody has nothing but good things to say about TreVita.
We've been really thankful with that. We've only received 5-star reviews. I think this past week we just surpassed our 100
over 100.
Over 100, yeah. Wow. So and all 5-star reviews. So that was thank you for our clients that have put faith in us and enjoyed our service. And you know,
yeah, I know watching your guys' Instagram, it's like you guys are truly just sharing the stories of the people that you're helping. And that to me, like, it hits me in the heart every time because I'm like, this is a company that, and I have a vibe thing. I can feel vibes even through a computer screen. I know if we work or not. It's real weird, but it works. And all of the things that I have, all of our conversations and watching your Instagram, like, I feel like you guys truly care about the people that would have been left behind.
Yeah.
If they were staying in the US having surgery.
You are definitely correct. I think something that all of the members of TreVita have in common is that we truly care, and we have family, friends, and like so many, we've experienced like very closely that part. So we put our heart in every single thing that we do, to be quite honest.
Well, it shows. It definitely shows. Like the fact that you guys have thought of everything, the fact that you guys are caring for people in such a, they're coming over delicate. They don't know what they're going to experience. And the fact that you guys are just basically, like you said in the beginning, you're grabbing their hand and you're like, I've got you. And I just, like, I've got chills just thinking about it.
Aww.
Well, and also the doctors, we only work with doctors who really care. The bedside manner, we've all been to the hospital when you've got the doctor that maybe didn't have the best bedside manner, and it doesn't make you feel comfortable or confident about what's going on. And we're really pleased that the group that we work with, and we're all in it for the same reason. So,
Dr. Sandy, I was wondering, one, how long have you been a bariatric surgeon, and what inspired you to become one?
Well, I've been bariatric surgeon since 3 years ago. And what inspired me is to be able to participate in this life-changing decision, because I get to talk to my patients, and they have all been through a lot of struggling, and being able to participate and to help them transform their lives. For me, it's everything. So I am very passionate about what I do, and I enjoy a lot. For me, this is not a job. It's just like what I enjoy doing all the day, every day.
Oh, I love that.
See, you can tell you did pick a good one. Like,
Yes.
you lit up when you were talking about
Yeah,
it.
you did. You could see the light. Like, this is what I was meant to do. It's really cool when you find that thing that you're meant to do in this world, and you can tell that you're meant to do this, and you get to work with TreVita, which is
and we
so
appreciate
cool.
it. Thank you for taking care of people like us.
Yes.
Because I know I felt out of control. I'm sure Kel did too. And this surgery got her out of a 1-bedroom.
Yeah, I mean, I was bedridden before I had surgery.
Yeah.
So it's incredibly claustrophobic, and knowing that there was a light, and like I talked about that with the pre-op diet, like knowing there was a light at the end of the tunnel, that I was like, okay, I'm going to get better. I'm only 30, like I'm only 34. No, 33. 33. I was 33 at the time, and there was no reason for me to be bedridden at 33 years old. And I just wanted to live my life. And so having people like you that truly care about the patient and what they're going through, and that they want to be healthier, it means the world.
It does. And look at you now, you're in Georgia.
I know, I'm in Georgia, and I have not stopped moving all day.
I love it. Well, is there anything you guys want to add that you think that we may have missed?
Oh, I know.
Oh, you have a question?
I want to talk about the bag that they get when they get there.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Do we have
Do
one?
you guys actually get it?
Oh, I think
Were
we
you
have
able to
one,
get
one over here.
It is at home.
It's at our house.
It's at our house.
Well, it's at her house. Yeah.
Okay.
The studio.
Well,
But we want to talk about what they get when they get there.
Well, first off, I wanted to talk about, so we give them this Bluetooth scale. And the cool thing, I try to use mine every day, but it comes with a TreVita app, and I pulled mine up so that you can see it. And what it does is it allows them to track their progress. So for example, it shows muscle mass, water weight, BMI, body fat, and then just your weight. But when you get, let me see if I'm doing, okay, here we go. And so, I mean, it will show you'll see that I kind of yo-yo a bit, but I use it everywhere. And I'll tell you what, when the weight is coming off, those endorphins are really going, and it gives you the motivation to keep going. And that's one of the things that helps motivate people. And it also we can send the information to show the doctor that they're on pace to not lose too much too fast, and just not lose any, so that the doctor can be in touch with them. So
I love it. I love that you give
I will leave. She can explain all this.
What is that?
Well, remember that I told you that your concierge will going to be there to meet you, right? The minute that you arrive. So we want to make you feel at home, you and your companions. So you get some really fuzzy socks over here.
I love a good pair of fuzzy socks.
Yes, she does.
Yes.
You can't say no to that, right? No. So protein shaker for you to take with you. And then we are also going,
I know we have other stuff.
Oh, yeah. For the road, we do include proteins just in case you get hungry throughout your way back home. chicken broth as well. So everything's included. We're thinking of everything over here.
Yep.
Yes, you are like legit everything.
Well, and at least the chicken broth has flavor.
Yes.
So it's not just
Right.
plain drink all the time. Yeah.
Yes, I absolutely love that. It's so sweet that you guys give that to every patient that gets there. And it's just another level of like you said, making them feel at home, making them feel like they made the right decision for them. And I think that's what TreVita is. You're making them know, or letting them know that they made the correct decision.
Yeah.
And you're going to help them.
Well,
All right. And of course, the scale is included, so we want to make sure that you are already set up with it the minute that you leave the facility. So we're going to help you set up that beforehand. Okay.
Oh, that's so great. I love that it links to the doctor too.
It's a good trick because I bought a scale that does that, and you know where it's at? Still in the box.
See?
We're going to do that for you.
Yeah.
So if I set everything up with a person, then I will use it.
Yeah, the concierge goes through that right as they see you. So that's the first thing. They get out your smartphone and they get you all connected. So nothing to worry about.
All right.
I guess you guys really have thought of everything.
I know. I'm like, what else could there be to make it even better than it already is?
I know.
Something to add. This is our future goals, and we're going to offer this. We're starting to offer this with our the customers that have done bariatric surgery with us. We're going to offer plastic cosmetic surgery to them. So they will be the first in line. We found some excellent doctors that we want to work with, but they are going to be the first in line for that. And then later on, we plan on offering for anyone that would like to get it, but vision or regenerative, like stem cell and whatnot, orthopedic, hair transplant, fertility. We want to do the whole gamut eventually.
Holy cow. Oh.
Yeah.
And I don't say that very often because I don't like the cow part of that, but holy cow. Like, I was like, you can't think of anything else. Oh, but you did.
No, but you did. Well, and I do like the fact that, like, especially with the plastic.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people like to go back to where they were before.
Mm-hmm.
I know even like me and Kel have considered doing plastics, but we're like, where do we go? We don't know what to do. Like we feel, Mary, I see some hands up, right? Because we feel like anxious about it too. We don't know what to start with. So like the fact that you've already taken that out. Again,
that might need to be a conversation not recorded.
Exactly.
About what we want and how soon that we can get it done. And
absolutely, we got you.
Oh.
Perfect.
And
well, see, guys, TreVita got you. They're gonna get your plastics done too. So just keep going back.
Yeah, and something that I heard: hair transplant.
Yeah. What?
The ship has sailed for me, so I'm not looking into that. But for the much younger men that would like to make a difference, we want to offer that to them as well.
Okay. What about women that are going through hair loss and it didn't quite come back the way they wanted it to?
Absolutely, and there are other options as well. So there's transplants, there's PRP, there's a number of different alternative procedures that they can look into that we are planning on implementing at a certain point in time.
Okay.
Keep us updated on that because I have a feeling a lot of people will be interested.
Because we've all had hair loss crazy. Like this was like balding at one point. It was bad. I mean, it kind of still is a little bit. So I like to cover it up.
I don't want to agree with you, but I have to.
No, it's real, right in here. Yeah. It's like, could you be behind?
Yeah, and mine's like right here.
Like, why are we up in front? Why is it up in front?
I don't know. I can't ask the hair follicles.
I know. Or the hair doctor. Is there a hair doctor?
Well, yeah. There is.
What are they called?
You know what? I don't know.
Hair doctors.
I guess. They're called hair doctors.
Hair doctors. All right, hair doctors. We'll roll with it.
Another thing that a lot of your viewers might not know is, typically when you think of Tijuana, you might not think of the safest place. But I can assure you, when we bring people down there and they see the technology and these medical centers that are just top notch. To a person, everybody's like, I had no idea. And that's what we want to really emphasize, that it's not, sometimes when you think of Tijuana, you might not think of safety and
right. I know they just think of cartels. That's all they think about. And it's like, okay, simmer down.
But I'm telling you, these like the New City Medical Center, right as you cross the border, it is beautiful and probably one of the nicest hospitals I think I've been in my life. So it's really amazing, and it's our job to teach other people in the United States that, hey, this is a very safe alternative. And the quality of care is
well, and we want to help doing that because
we want to help facilitate that.
We love breaking stigmas. That was the whole point of our podcast of breaking the stigma.
That's why we're here.
And I have seen since day one a complete misconception and stigma around going to Mexico or any other country.
Yep.
And I just keep kind of putting it back on people. And I was like, you do realize there's smart people around the world, right?
Yeah. It's not like the US doesn't have like the market on that.
We don't own just people that are smarter than everyone else.
Yeah. There are actually very talented surgeons like Dr. Sandy, like
they do exist, guys.
Yeah. What's interesting is that I remember right before I had surgery, I was going in and getting my hair done, and my stylist goes, "Oh, one of my clients just got back from Mexico. She looks awful." And I was just like, "What?" And she's like, "Yeah, she had surgery down in Mexico and she looks awful. Looks like," and she just went off, and I was like, on me right before I have surgery. That's helpful. Right. And then second off, I'm like, and it freaked me out. But now that we have the podcast, I'm like, no, they're not all.
And if she looks awful, it's probably because they're not following the process.
Yeah. Or getting enough protein, water.
Because that's what we see all the time. They're not taking their vitamins. People are not doing the water or protein. And then malnutrition, and it has nothing to do about the surgeon or where they went. It's literally about them listening and following instructions.
Yes.
I mean, really.
That's what it is.
So we got your back, because I get very annoyed about that stuff too.
We're like, no. And now we can tell people, hey, we got the perfect place for you to go.
Yeah.
We know exactly where you can go, where you're going to be safe and you're going to be taken care of. And it's not going to be a cattle call.
Yeah. Thank goodness.
That's very important. Yes.
Yes.
That's like the top thing for me, is just realizing that we're not cattle, we're people.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, we totally agree. That's why we thought of including everything 100% personalized is the minute that we talk to you on the phone all the way until you get back home.
Oh my gosh. Even fuzzy socks.
I know.
I can't get over the fuzzy socks.
Well, and I have hardwood floors at my house. So I can't wait to put fuzzy socks on and just run across.
Oh, I can do that too.
You can.
Another thing that I wanted to mention just before we forget is sometimes you go down there and they don't speak English and Spanish. Every one of our concierge speaks English and Spanish, so there'll be no barrier in language.
So, yay! That's a big one. That is.
I think that's just the biggest obstacle you have to go over is everyone is so cautious and they're like, I don't understand anything. I don't.
Exactly.
The fact that you guys okay, both languages. There you go.
And so if you have questions and you're in your room and say your concierge isn't there, can you text them?
Absolutely.
And be like, hey, I've got some questions. Can you come?
Ooh.
100%. You can definitely text them. They're going to be available 24/7 while you are in Tijuana, just in case you have questions. If you need something as well, you're going to have text, and you're going to be able to go ahead and communicate with them via Facebook Messenger as well. So you're going to have your own private conversation there as well.
Nice.
Wow. I love this. I love it. I'm sold. You sold me. I now know. I know where to send people now. I'm so excited for this, because I know that when we recommend someplace, you guys are really going to take care of our people.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you so much for coming on,
Yes,
everyone.
thank you guys all taking the time out to record with us and tell us all about the amazing company that you have created
and the team.
And Dr. Sandy, thank you so much for going over the diet and what exactly a DS is, because it's kind of hard to explain. So
it is.
You did great.
We've been when someone did a sleeve and did a bypass. So,
but we have not done a duodenal switch yet.
We have not. So that is on the list.
Well, it's something that as well is a big advantage of the duodenal switch is that we are conserving the pylorus. The pylorus is the sphincter after the stomach. So we have control of how the food leaves the stomach, in this case, sleep. So that's why we are able to do a more distal anastomosis that gives us more malabsorption and more weight loss, because we have a sphincter that controls how it goes out of the sleeve.
Oh,
yeah, it makes more sense.
No idea.
Yeah. Oh,
we
there's
need
so
to
much
learn
knowledge.
more about DS, because we're, our hands are in the bypass and the sleeve, of course.
Well, yeah, they're more widely
and we had
known
the
and
sleeve
used, and we're sleeve, like, yeah. But I am excited. I love learning all the new things about.
Me too.
I mean, there's so many different advances made every single year. I mean, even with nano magnets, is that what they're called?
Yep.
Crazy. Like I'm just like,
nanotechnology is going to be insane.
Yeah.
I love it.
I mean, all three of you have blown my brain multiple times over this episode. Like, I'm like, what more could there be?
Come out to San Diego and we'll do a podcast from San Diego. We'll take you down to Tijuana and show you the whole business.
Well, that's next.
I mean, don't threaten us with a good time.
Don't tease us.
I mean, let me see what the flights look like.
I know she'll be
there tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
No, I'm joking.
You're going to Connecticut.
I would love to do a live podcast from your guys'
facility. It would be amazing.
Yeah.
Love to show you around.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for being on again. We really appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedules to be here and explain to all of our people what TreVita is. And to everyone that's listening, don't forget, we love you, and we will see you next time.